Welcome back to Skyrim VC. The BloodSkal blade found in an ancient tomb in Solstheim. Origin, Crestus Crassius. Probably said that name wrong, but I don't really care. Rated 5 stars on twohanders.com. Sword weighs 16 pounds. Releases a freaking laser beam when swung. Ergonomics hilt included. With only 5 payments, 100 septums a month for 5 months, this sword can be yours for a one-time payment of 500 septums plus shipping. Tax not included. Other fees may occur before final purchase. We are also not held responsible for any harm anyone may do to themselves or others with this sword. Buy now at SkyVC or twohanders.com.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
What's wrong with him? It's been too long since I've seen a good USSR meme. Anyways, this is BloodSkal. He's a strong, hardy Nord man, and he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. But he's got to get his one weapon first. Until then, he's useless. You know the usual by now. I get on the block, Alduin attacks. I run up the tower, he breaks in the wall. I jump through to the little tavern below. It's all the same. Inside Helgen Keep, I let Ralof do all the heavy lifting because I don't have my weapon yet. If you're gonna make it, you gotta be tough. So I led this Imperial to kill the spiders. Well, we see how that went. It's time to run. The first stop on our journey is to make some stuff at Riverwood and then sell it back to the blacksmith because I need a boat ticket to get to Solstheim and it's not gonna be cheap. Alrighty, let's just grab a little bit of emergency cabbage. You never know when you're gonna need it. Hey, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
You just find that lying around? Must be your lucky day.
Get away from me, you creepy-ass NPC. So since I can't attack anything, I need a meat shield for the time being. So I grabbed Fondle. That's a Doug reference. With Fondle in my hands, I take the carriage ride to Windhelm and catch the boat ride to Solstheim. Arriving on the island, I make my way towards the mine because in the bottom of it, deep in its bellows, is my blade. This was the part of the challenge that was tough. I had to rely on Fondle. He did okay at points, and then others, he didn't, as you can see. So it was basically me running back and forth, using the traps to kill enemies, because it doesn't mark it as a kill in my book. Say what you want, that's an environmental kill. Otherwise, if I didn't do that, I would just lead Fondle down the hallway, and he would take the enemies out with his arrows. Eventually, Todd Howard got tired of my shenanigans, so the trap stopped working, but Fondle took them down from behind while I kept aggro. If I went into this dungeon a little bit higher level, I probably would have been screwed, I'm not gonna lie. But at this point, this was the toughest. Fondle was down, I had to hit the lever, and I just had to run the hell through this place. I'm so close to the BloodSkal blade by now. And just like that, I find my favorite weapon in Skyrim. You might wonder why is it my favorite weapon? Because it shoots a freaking energy laser beam that doesn't have an enchantment bar, okay? It is OP! Alrighty, time to do a little bit of puzzle solving. Let's just, step back a little. No! Fondle! Fondle, no! I was actually going to take Fondle out back in Skyrim atop of High Hrothgar, but it gets the job done. Anyways, you don't have to fight this dragon priest. You can literally just grab what's in the chest and run straight past him. And that's exactly what I did because I'm not doing that at level 1. I'm sorry. Much love. Y'all be safe. This is why it's my favorite weapon. The ragdolls, the laser beams, just the overall toughness of the sword. You can't get much better than this. 3 for 1 right here. Back in Skyrim, we're making our way towards Bleak Falls Barrow. Inside the dungeon, I don't think I've ever seen anybody take both out at one time like that. I think that's a first ever for me. If you're gonna survive, you gotta use your environment. That's why I used Energy Blast to kill those fools. Acquiring the Dragonstone, you first gotta smoke this fool. Climbing out his little box, he didn't stand a chance. Get your ass back in there, boy. It's then time to take out Helmsker, because I can't stand this guy yelling constantly.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
It's now time for our first dragon fight. It wasn't nothing too crazy. It wasn't nothing too hard. He goes down, I absorb his soul, and the Greybeards call for me. Did I learn nothing from the tortoise and the hare? Trying to be fast got me nowhere. But that's okay, we move on. There will be many travelers on the road. Greet them how you want.
It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day.
Something about shouting at these old men always just felt kind of wrong to me, but hey, they asked for it. Time to grab the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid, my brain could not process that little smooth-brained Feltmeister. He could not. But once I make my way inside, I find there is no horn, and someone left this freaking crummy old note to meet him in Riverwood. Jesus Christ, I hate that town. So I make my way back to Riverwood. And when I arrive, I find cultists attacking me. But they're just mere obstacles in my journey. You think they really stood a chance? In Delphine's attic basement, she gets her gear on, and we're gonna go fight a dragon. Let's get this show on the road. After fighting the dragon, I get a cool kill animation on him. Very cinematic, so I recorded it. Making my way to Melbourne, I take out Rogvir. He deserved better the death to get his head cut off. He's too handsome for that, goddammit. I then give Melbourne only potions because the BloodSkal blade is technically a quest item, I guess, because I didn't finish it, so it cannot be taken nor dropped. Sweet. Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Ooh, wow. Kind of nervous. Haven't been to a party in a long time. I grab my belongings from the chest and some food off the table, and it's time to get this party going. By the power of patriotic tunes, I take down these scummy high elf bastards. They go down one after another. Everyone in here died, and I mean everyone. There's too many faces, too many witnesses, too many people knowing too many things. They all have to go, and that includes Melbourne, and I don't feel bad about it. Oh, Great Wall of Censorship, thank you for keeping my videos age restrict free. I didn't really have any plans after this. I just don't like Greylog, you know? Yeah, fuck her. Oh, shut up, you little brats. Inside the rat tunnel. Huh, I wonder if my ex-girlfriend lives down here. I grab Esbern, and we make our way back to Riverwood. Esbern tells Delphine and I about a Blade's temple far in the west, so we load up our boots and gear and head out.
You there, please, you have to help me. I was attacked by a vampire. Do you have a potion or something that can cure this before I turn?
No, get away!
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
They get out of my way. I have to get to a town and find a priest.
You're gonna be needing a priest for the wrong reasons, buddy. Get out of here. Inside Skyhaven Temple, I make a blood sacrifice and the door is open. Kinda weird. I then grab the full set of Blades armor because I loved it in Oblivion. Challenge run for that coming soon. I then played a game of how far can goat go from mountain. Pretty damn far. At the throat of the world, Party Snacks tells me I gotta get an Elderscroll. So I make my way there. But then the challenge kind of turned to a Nurbit video because the courier tried to get me. And I wasn't about to have that. So I fucking ran. Not today, brother. Not today. To prove my true power, I shout at this woman. Harder than I've ever shouted at any woman before in my life. She gets up. She says, okay, I can come in. And she leads me that way. Screw the tortoise. I'm the hare, damn it. See? He doesn't know what he's talking about. Inside this crazy mofo's cave, he tells me I gotta go to Blackreach. I freaking hate Blackreach out of all places. If you're not on your toes, the courier, he'll catch you lacking. See, he was right behind me. I knew I heard footsteps, so I run further again, throwing everything I can in his pathing. I then sacrifice my horse to make the jump. To be honest, I hate this place because I can never find the entrance. I spend a whole 30 minutes looking for it before I see this little bridge below. Inside, the farmer put up a fight, but they're no match for me. Jesus Christ. So I fight. I fight further into the cave. I take advantage when I can. He stopped attacking, so that was perfect time for me. If I'm being honest, I've played Skyrim a long time, and I still don't know how to do this puzzle. I just press button after button that it lets me press, and eventually it works. So, yeah, there's that. I read the Elderscroll. I get acid flashbacks. I come out the flashbacks, and I get more flashbacks. Alduin, he's fighting me, so I take him down. He tells me he can't be slain, and we will see each other again later.
If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council.
You know, this is the worst quest in Skyrim. There's not very many bad quests, but this freaking council quest? Come on! With that out of the way, I shout to the skies above. It's the equivalent of calling a dragon a bitch, but for miles away, I guess. He comes, and I lock him in the cage. He then promises me that he will work for me now, so I hop on his scaly neck, and I fly away, off to Skaldofn. This has me feeling like the J.B. Mooney of dragon riding. This was a pretty tough part of the challenge. Not because of the Draugr, because the dragon's constantly flying around yelling their fire at me. And yes, I said yelling because for those of you who don't know, when dragons fight, they're basically just having a debate with words that flames come out when they do it. Now sometimes you gotta be smart. I didn't feel like doing the puzzle, so I whirlwind sprint off that, over here, behind that to the door, and we're on our way, baby. Outside, I run, and I grab the staff before the dragon priest can. I then jump my way into Sovngarde below. Or above, technically, but below. Someone wants to check my strength before I go in, so I let him have it. As he can tell, I'm a bad mofo, and he tells me to go inside. I then shout at the skies with 3 old dead guys to clear the winds. Remember my emergency cabbage? Yeah, I do too. So eating 5 cabbages, I feel the strength of 100 cabbages, and I start killing Alduin. And with just a couple more swings, Alduin dies. He shouts and damns the sky above, and he rains hell. But it doesn't matter to me, because that proved to me that I can, in fact, beat Skyrim, only using the BloodSkal blade. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, leave a dislike. If you'd like to see more challenge runs or have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I'ma hop off here. Much love. Y'all be safe. Peace.